Chamber is growing. We've had a very good 2011. Let's hope it's a good 2012. And that's because of all of you guys in this room, everybody who comes out to all the meetings, everybody who supports the Chamber, and I truly appreciate it. And it's your Chamber, and it can be whatever we want it to be. And I want to personally thank you. I had a great year. I had a lot of fun. I hope you read my chairman's letters, because I mean everything I say. And it's an honor to be the chairman of this Chamber, and it's an honor. I'm on my 30th year in the town of Stoughton, working in Stoughton and Windsor Tire. And Stoughton's a great town. Hold that between us. You there, Joanne? Certificate to thank the New England Eye Hospital for hosting the annual meeting.
Ready?
Everyone smile?
Yeah.
Everyone? Everyone. Big hand for the sign, everybody. Thank you very much.
Terry, you just did that because the town manager's back there. You're not fooling me.
I gotta get him out. I gotta get him out. Yeah. So that's how you want to meet
my early career, I was a very good runner. That actually was a survival instinct developed at Kansas State. But I was having fun, and like I said, I was able to fool them for 16 years before they finally realized they made a mistake. So you miss the camaraderie and the competition. You become so close with those guys in the locker room during the season because you're fighting a battle, and I hate to compare it to war, because we do have troops that are actually fighting a real war right now, but we fought battles together. You grow to become very, very close, and when it's all over with and you leave the game, you cannot see these guys for 5 or 10 years, and when you get back together, it's like you've never been apart. That's how close you become.
Without any further ado, to assist me with some presentations, I'd like to call up our legislators, but before I do that, I'd like to let you know that we're very fortunate in the town of Stoughton to be represented by 2 members in the Great and General Court, because in addition to being great gentlemen and hard-working public servants, because of their tenure and hard work and their ability to get along with their leadership team, they're also chairs of very important committees. And I'd like to call up our first representative, Louis Kafka, who happens to be the House Chairman of the Committee on Steering, Policy, and Scheduling. So if you could give a big hand for Representative Louis Kafka. Thank you. And he represents the town of Stoughton with his partner at the General Court, another great legislator from the town of Canton who represents half of the town of Stoughton. And because of his ability to work well with his colleagues, he happens to be the chair of a very important committee, and I'd like you to give a big hand for State Representative William Galvin, who's the House Chair on Personnel and Administration. But this next person is the person who is our Volunteer of the Year. It's an award that is well deserved. I actually happen to have the privilege of working with her spouse, Mike Pizzera, who's the Veterans Agent for the town of Stoughton, and he does a great job. But his wife, who is the honoree, Cindy Pizzera, is a big part of every function that the chamber puts on. When people come here to a place like this, it doesn't just happen by itself. There's always somebody that organizes it, picks a date, arranges for the publicity, make sure everybody knows what they're doing, a person who's a tireless worker, and someone who has been there every time to assist us. So at this time, I'd like you to put your hands together and give a big hand to Cindy Pizzera, the 2011 Volunteer of the Year. So they can take a picture of me and Cindy there.
I just want to say that everything I do with the chamber doesn't feel like work at all. It's fun, it's rewarding, and I've met some of the best people I've ever known in my life through all the stuff I've done with the chamber. So thank you.
Our next person is a gentleman I've known all my life, and he's paired up with someone I've known for a long time as well. They're a team. They're the 2011 Business Persons of the Year. They have sold real estate together in Stoughton and the surrounding towns. They do a great job. They're very active in the community. I've known the Yatany's family all my life. My father was a great pal of Charlie Yatany's, and I see Charlie every day at Stoughton Court because I see his picture. It's in the third floor. We have all our meetings in the third floor conference room. It's called the Yatany's Conference Room. So I get to say hi to Charlie every day, and he's passed on, but he's not forgotten. He was a long-term serving selectman in the town of Stoughton, and his wife is down in Florida doing great. And at this time, I'd like you to put your hands together as we ask Fred Yatany's and Nadine Israel to come up here to show off their tans. Fred. Chris.
Congratulations, guys. Thank you. Very nice. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. This is a great honor. I really, really appreciate it. I know we both do. And Fred's the one that does the talking, so.
Smart group.
Really, thank you all very much. And Fran, thank you very much for your comments about my dad. My dad loved the town of Stoughton, as I do. Nadine and I are fortunate to be part of such an amazing group. Going back to the leadership that Terry provided, and really to build this organization up to what it's become with the help of Joanne and with Cindy, of course, behind the scenes doing all the work along with Joanne. It's really been wonderful to be part of this. But we are grateful to be part of the Chamber of Commerce in Stoughton. We love what we do. We love being part of your organization, and we love the town of Stoughton. Thank you all very much.
Our next category is for the Business of the Year. And I must say, before this presentation, I have to disclose, in the interest of fairness, that I have a conflict here, because I have $7.92 at this bank, and I have to disclose that. But this next, this is our Corporate Business of the Year, and I would like to call up Jack Doyle and
Beth.
Oh, Beth Snell's and Beth Snell.
Come and tell.
Oh, we're having, okay, Maria, Beth, come on up.
Anybody wants to know?
And Beth, why don't you introduce Mr. Doyle?
Thank you. Our president, Mr. Jack Doyle.
Thanks, Beth. I'm not sure if that 792 isn't overdrawn at this point.
She said I didn't have to pay that non-sufficient fund thing.
On behalf of my colleagues at Randolph Savings Bank, and particularly Beth and Maria, thank you very much for this honor.
This next person, we have a special recognition award, and this is a posthumous award, and I'm going to call up the sister of David Parsons, Omni Parsons, for purposes of award. Now, David, as you know, passed away a short time ago, and actually, my father, who's gone, was a great friend of your father's.
Yep.
And growing up, Malcolm and Parsons was a household word. I was in the family business. Irving Parsons is one great American, and what you might probably not know is when my father would have some lines of coverage that he didn't cover, you know, your father would write the stuff so my father could keep the client and all that, and your father would write it and always treated him well. But David Parsons was a great member of the Stoughton community. When I became a manager, David was on the committee that was assisting in the building of the library addition, so I saw him in that capacity. He was very active in some green energy and energy efficiency things, in addition to what he knew from being a very successful business person. And actually, I'd like to call it on his sister to say a couple words about her late brother David, and to receive award first from Chris Petrie. Chris?
Thank you. David really loved Stoughton, and he liked being a part of this organization and trying to help this town grow and succeed, and I appreciate this award. Thank you.
I'd like everybody to give a hand to Andres Lucas that helped us out I don't know how many years. And, I'm going to introduce Lieutenant Robert Devine. He's going to speak. Is he here tonight?
There he is.
Yes. Good enough for one Stoughton's finest, everybody.
I was asked to speak tonight. I was the second choice. Everybody wants to see the big tall guy, but I really have to extend my thanks to Terry Schneider. Terry's always been very good to the police department, very good to Oasis and the other groups that we tend to be a part of. Also, I thank the town manager, Frank Crimmins, for not identifying every single human being in the room. He gave me a couple of minutes to talk. So, but no, in all honesty, the chief would love to be here. He loves events like this. He loves dealing with all of you folks. I feel lucky to be able to come here in his place, because I think I just about know everybody in the room, and I don't think I'd have too many bad things to say about any of you. I would hope the same would come my way. But no, in all honesty, for those of you who don't know, for the next 3 months, I'm the acting chief of police. The chief is at the FBI National Academy. He's in Quantico, Virginia. He had his first day of classes today. And it's a very big thing for us. It's a very big thing for the department. It's a very big thing for Stoughton. There was a time when the Stoughton Police Department, unfortunately, in law enforcement circles, was kind of the redheaded stepchild. We are that no longer. We are very well thought of. We have a very good relationship with the FBI, and because of that, we got one of only 8 slots for the FBI National Academy in this session sent down to Quantico, Virginia.
We're going to open the floor up to Stephanie Patton from Oasis.
My new role is the Oasis coordinator. For those of you who don't know, Oasis is Stoughton's coalition. We are organizing against substances in Stoughton, and we've been around for 6 or 7 years. We actually are just entering the 2nd cycle of a 5-year Drug-Free Communities federal grant. So you all should be proud of yourselves. We successfully bid for and got another $125,000 a year for the next 5 years for the town of Stoughton to help keep our young people safe from substances.
Thank you all very much for letting me be a part of the chamber. I love this group. It's a great group. Actually, when my son started getting in business, I said, hey, you got to join the Chamber of Commerce. It's a great group in Stoughton, and it is. And you folks make Stoughton the town it is, with a lot of other people, but none more than the people in the business community. People in the business community are unheralded. People give a lot of themselves, and they don't do it for recognition. They do it to give back.
I'd just like to take a minute and thank all of you for coming and supporting the chamber again. I'd like to personally congratulate all of the people who won awards. They're all now very close friends of mine who, as you all know, because I write from the heart when I write my chairman's letter, They all work hard on committees. They deserve everything they get. They're a huge part of the chamber, and it's a huge part of why I'm involved in it. And of course, Terry and Joanne make the chamber what it is, and they work really, really hard at what they do. And sometimes it's a thankless job, and I'd just like to take a minute to thank Terry and Joanne, give them a big hand.